Knicks control. Charles Smith able to hand it to Doc Rivers, who is immediately double-teamed. Recovered by Smith. Bulls go right to pressure. Here's Ewing. And the Knicks go right to Ewing.
When you start out with pressure and come out with the energy that Chicago has this afternoon, at times you realize that it will open up, extend your defense because you're gambling. Well, the gamble worked against them first time down.
Off a nice setup from Michael Jordan.
The attack by New York, Ewing with the finish against the pressure by Chicago, and then immediately down to the guy they're trying to get back involved in their game. Both ends of the floor. Grant converts in, now makes the free throw for the three-point play, and immediately the extended defense by the Bulls.
Oakley called for that foul on Grant. Oakley had to save it. The pressure providing difficulty here for the Knicks right at the start. Now Starks through the foul. Armstrong came over to cut him off, and he's called for the personal. Chicago by 7. Grant played by Ewing. Here is Pippen. The Bulls 21, the Knicks 12. Produced from Grant. Will Purdue lives. He has had a very tough time in his brief appearances against the Knicks and hardly played against Cleveland. Jordan stealing from Blackman. Jordan all the way, and he's fouled by Blackman.
Something that Chicago has not been able to do is get the ball into the post area. So much of their intricate offense starts with post passes. When they do get it inside, good things can happen, like a backdoor move by Will Purdue. He receives a nice bounce pass and converts. Then Jordan tries to finish the play off. The hard foul takes him out of the fast break layup, but he does go to the foul line.
The reaction for Greg Anthony as he checks in, replacing Doc Rivers. Armstrong and Jordan at the guards. Purdue, Grant, Pippen up front. Here's Jordan for the fadeaway. And for Michael, his first field goal. Paxson. Yes. Well, John Paxson not a factor at all for the first 2 games and hits on his first field goal. Michael Jordan has returned. Jordan putting the move on Blackman. He got the step but pitched it out. Paxson again. That's a familiar sight here in Chicago. Jordan finding the open Paxson, and then Paxson able to bury the jump shot.
And Jordan's smart enough to realize when his shot may not be falling, create something for a teammate and hope they can get it done.
Ewing stripped. Scott Williams with the steal. Tucker for 3. Yes. The Bulls are on fire. Here's Paxson starting up for 3. Well, John Paxson has reached the unconscious level. Here's Jordan to the left hand. Beautiful move by Michael Jordan. It is only his second field goal. 12 points, 8 assists for Jordan. And the Bulls lead 54-33.
So while Jordan's jumper was not falling, he started to do other things. Create shots for other people or drive it to the basket. Change it from right to left because Ewing comes over. That way you get a clear look at the front of the rim and the ball avoids the outstretched arm of Patrick Ewing.
Ewing forcing but hitting. Patrick Ewing faced a double team but still was able to hit.
At first he wanted to beat Cartwright off the dribble one-on-one, but then he saw the double team coming over and Starks comes up with the steal but loses.
Kicked it into the stands. But he was mad at himself, and apparently that was the view of the official. Jack Madden was not calling a technical. What do you think?
There would have been no reason to call a technical. He wasn't mad at an official's call. He's just disappointed that he let the ball slip away.
The Knicks are being forced into taking shots they do not want to take. That is exactly what the Knicks did to the Bulls in Game 2 at the Garden. Grant. 6 on the 24. Pippen. Scottie Pippen goes glass. He has been on the floor for the most part in the final minutes of games. Michael Jordan squeezing his way and firing it up. He thought he was fouled. And the Bulls coaching staff very upset. Is Mason rejected and tied up.
Let's go back to the Jordan shot. You would say, what a terrible shot Michael Jordan took. But that's not a shot he intended. He thought the whistle was going to go off right now with the body contact. So he figures if the whistle's going off, let me at least get it up there. Maybe I'll get a three-point play out of it. He thinks he draws body contact. The officials don't. Michael gets frustrated and has a few words to say down at this end of the floor after the jump ball was called.
So that's the end of the first half with the Chicago Bulls in command, leading the New York Knicks 62 to 43. Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen on the front line, B.J. Armstrong, and Michael Jordan in the backcourt. Jordan off the hesitation dribble.
Jordan starts back on his heels, which gives him a clean look at the front of the rim as he steps back and hits the jumper.
Pippen got the step. Oh, what a move. In traffic, Scottie Pippen does it off the dribble. Campbell guarding Pippen. Pippen went to the left hand. Yes, it counts. Pippen will run the offense. Look out. Starks went barreling into Pippen, and then Starks in the face of Pippen, who just looks to walk away.
New York tries to run over and run through every screen, and because most of New York's players are bigger and stronger in the positions, it's hard for Chicago to hold its ground. Even on the perimeter, John Starks tries to run through Scottie Pippen, puts his head down, knocks Pippen back about 5 or 6 yards, and then both players smart enough to avoid throwing any kind of punches.
And look out. They're pushing and shoving. Things could get out of hand. The Knicks now are very frustrated. The trapping defense that bothered the Knicks at the start of the game. And they have jumped to that big lead and have never been headed. Oh, King and Ewing looking to go. Patrick Ewing and Stacey King having words. Now Pippen and Campbell. Mason is over. Scott Williams gets between.
The whole incident started as Ewing was fighting for position down low. He brought his arm up high, and King was hit in the face. He did not like that. That started the pushing and shoving.
And a foul on Starks, and Jordan upset because he was clipped. Looked like he got scratched by Starks, and he was very upset about it. Starks with his fifth foul, and also called for a technical. And they continue on. Jordan wanted to go at him, and they're trying to calm Starks down. Starks has been thrown out. John Starks has been ejected. Michael Jordan also called for a technical, but Starks has been tossed.
Pat Riley wants him to take John Starks out the other way. Instead of going out of the arena, the end that the Knicks normally go out, Pat Riley says just get him downstairs, get him away from the crowd, let him walk underneath the arena back to the Knicks locker room. Reminiscent of when Starks headbutted Reggie Miller and other Knicks had to go after him to restrain him and let him understand how important they need him. He can't get himself thrown out of game. The hard shot there at Jordan in trying to swipe the ball. Michael's got something to say, and then it continues to go from there.
Michael Jordan, 16 for 16 from the line.
After they had broken up initially, now they went back after each other again, and this is where Michael Jordan almost goes after him. Fortunately for Chicago, he's held back. Fortunately for New York, Rivers and Ewing can get the Starks and hold him back.
Michael Jordan receiving a standing ovation. Patrick Ewing departs, leaves with 21. The Knicks were bothered by the Bulls' trapping defense. That set the tone early. The Knicks never did recover.
Day before yesterday, Chicago went through a 4-hour practice from the time they first got there to when they finally finished up. A lot of running, a very aggressive practice, a lot of defensive pressure all over the floor. It paid off this afternoon.
Yes, it pays off with a convincing Chicago Bulls victory.